Okay guys, before you start this video, I want to point out that I was researching this yesterday. It has been a horrible thing to research because of what happened, but so interesting because of the complete just layers of energy and stuff that's gone on there. But as I was researching it and I was writing everything down in my book, I was sat here and the armchair is across from me, and there had been a remote control, I call it a clicker because I'm British, and it has been there for absolute hours. And as I was researching this and different things, the clicker completely just fell off the chair onto the floor. Nothing was near it, nothing could have moved it. It wasn't even like on an angle where it could fall, it was fully on the chair, and it just completely, I watched it just fall off. And yeah, that was really weird. I don't know if it has anything to do with me researching things. Like I've said before, sometimes when I research, different things happen and that. But I wanted to add this in before you watch this. Yeah, just to let you all know that when I say like my house, I say different things about like being haunted and that. These things happen more often or not when I am doing research for a video. So yeah, go watch it. Hey my loves, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, if you've not subscribed yet, it would mean so much to me if you do. My name is Amy J. I upload paranormal videos at least twice a week with some random videos in between. It would mean a lot to me if you did subscribe to my channel. I'm a tiny little channel on YouTube and I'm hoping to, in 2020, hopefully grow my channel a lot more than it is. So this video is going to be about the Madison Seminary. I'm hoping I'm saying that right and I haven't butchered it with my British accent. I'm hoping. The building is over 174 years old. It basically is one of the most haunted, it is said, sorry, to be one of the most haunted locations in Northeast Ohio. It's also been labeled Ohio's boogeyman, which is terrifying. As children, people, like parents, if you were like naughty or anything, parents would drive past and kind of like threaten to drop you off there, and you could literally see patients just like waving from the windows, which obviously did terrify children, and then they were pretty much good because you don't want to go there. So to start off, the structure was built in 1847 and it was originally an all-boys school. It did catch its name because most of the boys that did graduate from there ended up becoming priests, but the school did sadly close down. The Women's Relief did take over and they pretty much took in 95% of women who were in there. It was mainly like war widows, sisters, different people, but mainly women that were pretty much just left from war. And then eventually they did have to close that down and they did donate it to Ohio State. And then the Ohio State of Mental Hygiene did take over, and it is said to have been one of the most terrifying and just worst conditions ever. There was like cockroaches, it was just filthy, nothing was clean, and it was just absolutely horrendous, and it should have been like in no condition for anyone to basically be in. One of the many legends from Madison Seminary is that if you actually do tear the building down brick by brick, you would find bones in the walls, which is terrifying. I actually did find a little article that did say that a policeman did actually say that when he was like in the building and different things, which is horrible. Women that were committed there were pretty much against their will. They were subjected to things like staff abuse, rape, murder, and also alleged forced abortions, which is horrendous. People who go there now basically say they always feel like they're being watched. Like I will say, you actually can visit. It has been taken over. I will link down below different things. People have done paranormal investigations though, and I'll get more into that in a little bit. But people have been like touched. They can hear crawling, they can hear footsteps, they feel like someone's always watching. Basically, as soon as you get in there, electronics have been known to die, so if you take a phone and different things, they just completely drain of battery. And a lot of people just don't even want to go in because they're like basically just physically sick before they even get into the actual building itself. So one of the weirdest and creepiest stories that I read is the room that is Sarah's room. It is located in the cottage section of Madison Seminary, and it kind of got its name Sarah's room because of a entity that is in there, and it does claim its name is Sarah, and it will only speak to you if you call it Sarah. If you want like an EVP and different things, it will only speak if you call it Sarah. It is apparently a child ghost, and if you know anything about paranormal and stuff, a lot of times a demon will pretend to be a child to kind of like lure you in, give you a bit of false sense of security kind of thing, and then once it gets you, that's where all goes wrong. This one is kind of said to lure you in and then give you the most negative thoughts you can ever think of, and a lot of people just have to leave the room. A lot of people won't stay in the room, a lot of people won't even go in the room because of the obvious fact, a lot of people no, that is not a little girl ghost, and that is something way more sinister. The laundry room as well is said to be one of the most haunted places. It has been said that if you are sensitive to anything, like if you're an empath, if you're a medium, you cannot go in. It will not bode well if you go in that room. I know I am an empath, so when I do paranormal investigations and stuff, there are certain rooms that I go into and I have to walk out straight away. I can't breathe, my chest is tight, I get chest pains, I feel sick, I go dizzy, and it's just different things like that, and you just feel completely drained. Also, there has been reports that apparently, allegedly, there are women buried under the floorboards in the laundry room. So obviously that completely messes with every energy that goes on in there. No one knows if that's fully true or not. No one has investigated or not. Whether they will do in the future, I don't know. But as of yet, no one has checked. So I can't really say anything about that. But that is pretty much one of the most weirdest rooms. There have been EVPs collected where people basically ask, if we dig here, what will we find? And the responses they get back are like positive, dig here, and different things like that. A lot of people do tend to pick up EVPs in there because it is basically such a massive impacted building. The energy in that building is insane. It is so heavy, it is so dark, and it is just full of horrible, horrible things that's happened. So you can imagine you will pick up on different things, different women, different entities, a lot of different things that's happened there. And everything just kind of comes out in different things. One of the creepiest things that I read, it might be the most eeriest part that I read about, is that there has been said there is a very dark, malevolent male figure, spirit there. It is very dark, very horrible to be around, but it is also always next to a little child ghost completely covered in blood. It is said that the spirit is from a male that used to work there, a former employee, that did get a patient pregnant and did force her to have an abortion. So a lot of people do believe that he basically carries around what he did around with him. He's like stuck there, that's all he can do. Like I said, it is one of the most creepiest things I've ever researched. It's horrible what happened there. I love researching these things for you guys. I love doing paranormal videos. This one was eerie on a lot of levels, and it was horrible on a lot of levels. But one of the things that I did actually read is that a lot of people do go to the Madison Seminary now basically as a skeptic. They don't believe it. They read these legends, they read the alleged things, and they read what goes on and what happened, and they don't believe in it. And it has also been said that those who dare to enter as a skeptic will leave a true believer. So thank you all for watching this video. I hope you all enjoyed it. There will be a new video this week on my channel, another paranormal video, which I'm super excited about. And then as of now, there'll be 2 a week. I'm not going to say which days because I'm not good at the day thing, but all is good. So please subscribe to my channel. Please like this video if you enjoyed it. Leave different comments below. Follow my Instagram. I will link it down below. I always reply on Instagram, I always talk on Instagram, and I just love Instagram more than anything. Not more than YouTube, but you know what I mean. So yes, thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you all soon.